Hi there, I'm Simon Thomas and you are watching Talk Norwich City.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Talk Norwich City here, back for my predicted 11 ahead of the game this weekend against Liverpool. I've done a very similar video to this over on Redmen TV, but I'm sort of run through the tactical approach. This is the team I want to see. It's on Talk Norwich City. Let's get into it. So obviously, the big man, John Ruddy in goal. You know, he's been fairly solid this year. You can't drop him. Don't think Declan Rice's up to his standards so far. Brady, in at left back still. He's still impressing me. What a shrewd bit of business this looks to be. It's just going to be interesting to see how he copes against a much tougher team in Liverpool. Although, I say tougher team, they haven't been in great form, have they? Basong and Martin, that's a fairly, solid pair, and I can't see that changing. It seems that Alex Neil absolutely loves Russell Martin at centre-back, and it seems like he's getting the best out of him there. And Basong, well, we know he's solid, isn't he? Stephen Whittaker at right-back, he's been really, really good, except for that Southampton game. I fully expect him to come back in. I don't think Andre Wisdom was much good at all at right-back. I think Wisdom's future lies at centre-back, and I think with this current pairing, he's not going to be getting back in there, so Stephen Whittaker stays outright. Matty Jarvis, now this is a position which is, it could be changed. We've got Robbie Brady, who could be changed for Olsen, and Brady pushed up. That's what I thought was going to happen last week. I didn't want to see Matty Jarvis in there, but after that debut, you can't drop him. He's so direct. He's just good, isn't he? He's just good, which is really good to see. Now, this is the midfield pairing I'd like to go for. The reason why is because Tete, when we're defending, can simply drop into here. He's a bit defensively minded. We've also got Dorrans who can do that. O'Neill, I suppose, can do that. I'm just not too sure what we're going to go with. I expect Tete to play and get a deliberate booking because he's already on 4 yellows. He gets his 5th. He misses the cup game against West Brom. Not too much of a problem. Then he can come back in and play in the Premier League. So I expect him to get a deliberate booking. I'd like to see Tete in there. I think he's one of our best players in the team. And Howson, obviously, he's a bit more attacking minded. He can be dropping into these areas here when we're going forwards. I really like Johnny Howson. He's one of my favourite players. He's going in there. And then Nathan Redmond, much like Matty Jarvis, he's going to be heading very direct. Redmond can be direct, but he can also cut in, go wide, deliver crosses. He's got trickery. And against what he'll be up against, Joe Gomez, won't he? I think he'll have the beating of him, Redmond. Gomez is good, but we saw when Joe Gomez was up against Manchester United, he still has a bit of naivety. He's still young. He's prone to mistakes. This guy, if he gets on his game, he's going to cause problems. Where's Houlihan? Obviously, in that central attacking midfield position. It's going to be interesting to see if he does start him against Liverpool. It's a much different opposition to what we've already seen. The toughest team we'll face, we would have faced so far under Alex Neil's reign. So far it's just been championship opposition and not a very tough start to the league. So where's Houlihan? I want to see in there. This guy just picks up the ball in these areas, doesn't he? And just delivers anywhere he wants. He just picks passes that no other man can, and that's the good thing about Wes Houlihan. He's the only real player in this team that I look at, except for maybe Redmond and Jarvis, who can do things really out of the blue. He's just got so much class about him, and Alex Neil is really getting the best out of him. Cameron Jerome now, up front, he needs a massive game, I think. We've also got, I suppose, a McCartney that could pop in here, but I expect Jerome to come in here, mainly because he's got a goal under his belt now. Thought he was really good. But what Jerome can do is, if we are playing defensively, drop into these areas here, when the midfielders are right back into these positions, pick up the ball on his chest, and then distribute it wide when we break, when the likes of Jarvis and Redmond get forward. Jerome can drop deep. Jerome can stay on the shoulders. He's a very rounded Premier League player. That's the reason I love Jerome playing up front. And I have full confidence in him playing up front on his own. But what we do need is, when we are defending, we need to break with pace. We've got to be really quick going forward. Whittaker's got to bomb up. Brady's got to bomb up. Jarvis has got to be throwing balls in there. Jerome's got to break with pace. Houlihan's got to be finding passes. I expect us to maybe sit back behind the ball a bit more than we would have done and then break with pace. Paul from the Redmen TV said that the way we've got to beat Liverpool is by sitting back, soaking up a bit of pressure and then hitting them hard. With the likes of Dejan Lovren in their team, I expect them to make mistakes. We have to be taking our chances in this game. I have faith in Jerome to take them chances. I suppose Olsen can come back into the team. That could be a change. And McCartney could come back into the team up front. Still haven't seen much of McCartney, but he looks fairly decent, doesn't he? I think that's a really, really solid team. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your predicted 11 or the team you want to see play in the comments below. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like. Hit subscribe as always. Loads and loads of great content coming up very, very soon. All surrounding this Liverpool game and, of course, Norwich throughout the season. Thanks for watching on the Ball City.
The Luis Suarez thing, it was just glorious. It was the game. It was like it was when he was in his most like Harlem Globetrotter style, pulling out the most ridiculous.